All right, welcome everybody to Dad's Deep Dives. Today, I'm breaking up with Hydro Flask, partly. I'm going to show you which cups I like, which cups I don't. Spoiler, most of them I don't. And we're actually going to get rid of most of these today. And this actually isn't the first time I've done a Hydro Flask purge. I got a little bit of a habit with water bottles, and now that I have, my wife and my 4 kids. Well, I have 2 babies, but they're going to be of drinking age one day, of water bottle drinking age one day. And so I like to think about it, get ahead of the curve. Everybody's going to need some sort of water bottle because when you go out, you need a water bottle. I tried doing no water bottle for the last 2 months or so, and it was fine before we had the babies. I can go out, if it's just a quick errand, maybe even an hour or 2, that's fine. But with the babies added in, it takes so long to get anything done that I need some hydration. And so I got back on the water bottle train, and I didn't like my Hydro Flasks anymore. Most of these that you see aren't even mine because I've probably had just as many as you see. I've probably had double or 3 times the amount you see on this table, and this is what has survived this long. And most of these are my wife's. So let's get into it. I'll dive into each one of these and then maybe tell you a little bit about what I'm actually using today and maybe share some other videos on that. Maybe just start out with the big reason I don't like them. Cleaning. I think cleaning is probably the biggest reason. Now, I've done some looking around, and you're not going to really get around like a bottle with a whole, not with less than 3 parts, because at the very least, you need a bottle, a cap, and a gasket. And the gasket in here is what makes it leak proof. And that kind of brings me to the first point. Let's see if I have a knife on me, because I have to fucking fish this thing out. I almost said frickin'. But you know what? This is my channel. I can say whatever the hell I want. You have to really fish this thing out. I'm not even sure. It is so difficult to fish this thing out. It makes me think maybe you're not even supposed to get it out. But the reason this is the 24 ounce. This is the 24 ounce, and I've had a black one of these. I've had the lightweight version of these. I've had the 40 ounce version before. Not this stupid tumbler. No offense to my wife. I hate this tumbler. It's the most impractical thing, especially when you have kids. It knocks over all the time. You have to hold it upright. If you bring it into a store, you bring it into a hospital, you bring it into anywhere, you have to hold it upright. There's no holding it like this. There's no holding it like that. There's no putting it in a bag. There's no nothing. This is a singular use item. It's good for the fucking car. It's good for a commute. And that's really about it. Maybe around the house if you don't have kids. If you have kids, prepare. I don't know how many times I've cleaned this thing up for spills from this thing. It's served us well, but I think its time is done. But anyways, yeah, you got to fish these things out. Same thing with this. Now, I will admit, this is one Hydro Flask that I'm keeping right now, and this is one that I just bought because I have a horrible habit with buying water bottles. And you kind of have to do the same thing. You really have to fish this fucking gasket out. I'm not even going to do it. This one is so difficult to do. I'm not sure if you're really even supposed to do it. Seriously. This one will come out with some fishing. This one, you have to pry it out. And I'm really not even sure you're supposed to. It might just be supposed to be semi-permanent. But the reason I got rid of my 24 ounce one was because it got stinky. I'm going to be honest. Well, if I'm being real honest with you, I probably didn't wash it as much as I should have. But nevertheless, I got mildew in it, and I just couldn't get it. I put it in the dishwasher. I washed it in soap. I did a vinegar soak. I put it in the sun. I took the gasket out. I put everything in the sun. I did everything I possibly could, and I could not save it. I probably had that Hydro Flask for maybe 2 years. And I think I've probably owned at least one Hydro Flask as my main water bottle for the last 7 years, ever since it became a fucking friend. Anyways, that's this bottle. I don't like it just because of that gasket. And I'm scarred. I have PTSD from getting that mildew and just never being able to get that smell out. And I just never wanted to really use it because I never felt like it was clean. And the same thing with these kids bottles. Like the gasket is really in there. Actually, to be honest, the gasket in this one is not as far in. And maybe that's because it's a kid's bottle and they want you to be able to clean it. But you still need a special tool. Well, I'm just using my pocket knife, but you need something to kind of get in there and fish it out. And I'm not even going to spend the time to do it right now because it's just not worth it. But anyways, my kids really do like these for some reason, or at least this style of bottle. And I will say the double insulation, oh, I can't lean over because she's not going to like that. But I have a 3 and I have a 4-year-old and they really love these. They fit really well in the hand. Their hands are super small, so they can fit it. It's 12 ounces, which isn't like a whole bunch, but for a 3 or 4-year-old, it'll get you where you need to go. The lids kind of suck, to be honest. Leak resistant, I would say, not leak proof, because like out of 10 times, are you going to trust your toddler to close that all the way? It doesn't click. It doesn't have like any like preset spots, and so I don't know how many times this has leaked in a backpack, my backpack, the car, a car seat, anything. This shit just, and who knows, maybe they've come out with some new tops recently, but the only like foolproof way I feel like to get like a leak-proof Hydro Flask is a top like this. Now, obviously not on the 6 ounce. This is their 6 ounce bottle. I actually really like it because I can put coffee and shit in here. I'll put like coffee concentrate or electrolyte concentrate and mix it with some more water while I'm on the go. But this cap, or this style of cap, I should say, on the 24, the wide mouth, the whatever, the regular mouth, that seems to be leak proof, and it damn well should be. It damn well should be. But the only reason I don't really like the screw-on caps is because if you're driving or you're at the park or you're trying to wash hands or you're trying to, wash something, you're trying to use the water bottle in any sort of capacity, you have to use 2 hands and you have to place the cap down somewhere. And so while you're driving or you're on a walk, you're on a hike, you're with the kids, you're pushing a stroller, it's just super inconvenient. This is a single woman's water bottle. It's cute. They come in fun colors. But honestly, I feel like the size of it is also not that great. Like 24 ounces for this size of bottle. Like, I'll show you. This is the bottle that I've been trying out lately. Let me move some of these out of the way. This is the bottle that I've been using lately, and this is a clean canteen. It's only single wall, so it's not going to keep anything hot or cold. But this is 27 ounces. This is 24. Look at that. They're about, I would say, they're comparative in diameter, but this is a little slimmer, and then this is a lot shorter. Like, it's just a smaller overall package for more water. And so I would choose this over this any day. Even like, I don't really care too much about hot or cold drinks. I tend to like things room temp unless it's my coffee, but I'm not going to put coffee in this. So yeah, this just gets beat really. And even, I wish I had it right now. I'll link a video to it. I have the Owala Free Sip Sway and Smooth Sip Slider review on my channel. And that's the bottle that I like. I don't have it right now because my wife is using it. My wife is using them because she just took the kids to gymnastics and they're using it because they like it. Look, none of these, well, this is my bottle, but none of these bottles made the cut to go to gymnastics. All my bottles are taken. This is when I have time to do the review, so I can't show it to you, but I do have the review up. I love that bottle because, well, watch the review. I'll just keep this about the Hydro Flask for right now. So yeah, this one's definitely out just because I can carry this and carry more, or I can carry this. I'm definitely going to just carry this because for me, Like 24 ounces is enough. 27 ounces is definitely enough. But when your kids need a refill, or your kids forget a water, or your wife runs out of her fucking 40 ounces of water because she filled half of it with ice, or you need to wash something, you need to wash hands off, you need to do anything with water other than drink it, you're out of water almost instantly with this. And so this is, I guess this is really for like, if this is just your bottle, if you have no responsibility in the world, if you live carefree, if you can get by with this 24 ounces and you have plenty of fucking space everywhere you go to put this, and you don't care about cleanliness, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I liked this bottle for a long time, and I still think it's a good bottle. It's just not for me anymore. If you like it, you like it. That's all that matters. What works for you works for you. This just does not work for me anymore. What's next? Okay, I already kind of dug into this bottle. Fuck this bottle. Now, Owala also makes they make a 30 ounce and a 40 ounce free sip sway. Watch the review. I love that bottle. And it's just so much more practical. It comes with a top where you can close it and lock it. You can open it and sip from it because it has a straw, or you can pour from it, which is great when you need to clean something. So like if my kids' hands get dirty, or sometimes we have to wash a baby bottle while we're out, I can just click it, pour, wash something, click it, put it back. I can throw it in a bag. I can throw it in the bottom of a stroller. This you cannot. This is cutesy. This is cutesy. This is fun. This is not practical. Hate it. I already talked about this. I love this little thing. Is it the most practical? No, but it's fucking cute. And I know I just stomped the shit out of these other two bottles for calling them cutesy and unpractical. And this is cutesy, but it is practical. Only because I have a use case for it. I can just throw this in a little bag. Watch this. This is my little to-go diaper bag. I'm not going to show you the contents. I might open it up one day on a video, but look. Woo. It just fucking fits anywhere. And so like, why not carry a little bit of extra coffee concentrate if you can? Why not? Hey man, you're breathing all in the mic. Breathing all in the mic. Oh, I gotta go get a binky. All right. Sorry if you hear my 2-month-old sucking on a binky. I hate that noise. I hate to put you through it, but business is business. I got to get to it by any means. So love this little thing because it just fits anywhere, right? Like, I just feel like there's a lot of utility in this. And the fact that the little gasket does not come out makes me feel like eventually this will crap out, because eventually liquids will get in and eventually it will get mildew, and eventually I'm just not going to want to go through the hassle of cleaning it. But I accept that. What can I say? I love this little thing. Is it the most long-term thing? No, but it was $22. Is that cheap? Not really, but it's cute. And a little bit, you need a little bit of spice in life. That is my spice. Okay, now let's throw that to the side, huh? Let's go over, should we do mugs first? Actually, I already went over the kids' bottles. Now, I haven't really found a solution to the kids' bottle because my kids, actually, my daughter uses this and my son uses one like it. It's a bottle of this style, but we got it at like Marshall's or something, and it has fire trucks on it, and he just won't part with it. But my mission is to get both of the kids into the Owala sphere. But I don't like the kids' Owalas because it's the same thing with the O-ring, very difficult to clean. And the clean canteens for the kids, I got the kid-size ones and they didn't like them. And so, unfortunately, I think Hydro Flask is still going to stick around for the kids, even though I hate them. They're not very practical. They leak. They're hard to clean. But my kids like the colors. And I haven't found a better alternative that I can sell them on just yet. A video will come when I do. I hate these, but my kids like them, so I got to keep them for right now. All right, the mugs. I don't know how many of these I've had. This one we got at the Grand Canyon, so I can't get rid of it. However, I will say, I'm just noticing now, if you can see, the R in Grand Canyon is missing. And so the screen printing is trash. It's a good thing we have other souvenirs from that place because this is not lasting, which makes me think it might be worth just getting rid. Just seeing that right now just makes me want to get rid of it. The reason I don't use the Hydro Flask mugs anymore, even though they come with this nice cup, you can't put this in a cup holder. If you can't take this in the car. Just point blank. You just can't really take it in a car unless you want to hold it the whole time. You might as well just bring a ceramic mug. The cap itself is not leak proof, and so even if you close it, it's still going to leak. Honestly, the same goes for this, but these have a particular problem. It's this lip. This lip where the stainless steel meets like this sleeve, and you can't really clean it. I've had ones where just shit gets in there, and like unless you just want to fucking pry it open and clean it, you're not going to clean it. And like I know you, I know me. We're not going to do that. Once this bites the dust and gets grimy, we're just going to throw it away. And since this one's already breaking down, fuck it. This is a little mini one. I think we got this for like $6 on sale somewhere, and it was just so cute. And our son used to love this for like hot cocoa, but we really don't use it anymore. We actually use like these little stainless steel cups, and I'll go get them for you right now. All right. So these are insulated as well. And actually our kids use these every single day as like their main cups. We just hang them on a little hook on the counter. And when they want water, they want anything, this is what we use. And we used to use something like this, but it's the same issue. It's like just the grime that builds up. And like, who wants to take the time, especially when you're using something every single day for kids who are extra grimy? Like this is just a no-go. We really love these, super easy to clean, just throw them in the dishwasher. There are no nooks and crannies to get dirty here. And it is double wall insulated, so you could put something hot in here for them, or you can put something cold in. Well, you know, with no cap, it's gonna melt, it's gonna get cold, whatever. But it is still nice to have if you want to do like hot cocoa or something. And all right, I'm racing against time here because this baby is waking up. I'm gonna have to make a bottle soon. So yeah, these trash, they go out the door. But before I throw them out, this is what I've replaced it with. So these are both 12 ounces. This is from Owala. This is their smooth sip slider. I did a whole review on it. And this fits in a cup holder. This has a leak-proof lid. This has a gasket that you can just take out. And you can take this off too, and to clean it, do a deep clean every week or so. Double insulated. It says 12 ounces, but you can fit 14 in here. I've measured it. You can trust me, you can not trust me. I love this thing. I hate these. Well, we're gonna get rid of those. I think I'm gonna pause the video right here and just go feed this baby. All right, let's see. We are almost done. I think I'm just gonna clip the mic right here. This one was a birthday gift my wife got me. And the bamboo plant is dying, but I really love this cup. And I don't really like the tumbler itself because, again, Owala makes a 20-ounce version of this. I think that this, I wanna say this is 18 ounces, but Owala makes a 20-ounce version of this, which comes with the same top, is leak proof, is all the things, but this one just sucks. I mean, don't get me wrong, we use these for a very long time. This has great use on it, but it's not leak proof. So if you bring it in a car, like like if it's just you and maybe just you and your wife, fine. You know, like I can see it. But when you have, well, you're going for a walk, you're getting out, or like even if it's just you, you're gonna go run errands, you want to go to the gym, you want to like go to work, and you don't want to just have to hold it straight the whole time. Like if you just want to you can't put this in a bag. Like besides even like just tossing it in a bag, you couldn't even like put it in the, you know, the side little water bottle pocket that bags have, because like it'll splash around. And so for that reason, like the practicality is just not there for me. So like around the house, sure. Like just in the car, the leak-proof lid is enough so that it won't like splash around. But anything other than that is just a no-go. And for us, it just doesn't work. And the same thing for this tumbler too. Like these, I guess the difference is really just the shape. And yeah, like for around the house, just as cups and like quickly to go into the car and like that's it, sure. But if you want versatility, if you want to be able to, you know, take this on a walk, if you want to be able to go into the store, if you want to be able to do anything but just drink from it in a stationary fashion, these are not for you. I would definitely look at that review that I made. Get this bottle. Get this bottle because I love it. Get this bottle only because I love it. Listen and don't do your own due diligence. Just look on YouTube. That's what I do. Well, actually, I can't say that's what I do because I have obviously bought all of these and I'm doing reviews because this is due diligence. And I would really recommend that you do your own due diligence. Like buy them from Amazon. Buy them from Amazon. If you don't like them, return them. Try them out. See what works for you, see what doesn't. But I really, really love the fact that these are so easy to clean and the leak-proof lid. Like you can actually throw this in a backpack and not worry about it. You can actually ask your kid to go grab your coffee from the other room and not worry about them spilling it if you leave it locked. Oh, so I love these. And then the last one. Now we've bought a few of Hydro Flasks, like kitchenware things. And these are the only two that are left. And we used to have a set of 4, but we got rid of the other 2 because they're just so damn bulky. And the only reason that we kept this is because of the same reason I kept the other thing that I'm keeping, that little 6-ounce bottle, is because they're fucking cute. Do we care that they're insulated? Not really. What do we put in here? This is instant coffee. And so instead of keeping, we just drink instant coffee. We have a coffee maker. We used it for a month. We just went back to instant coffee because it's quick. I think it tastes better than any other coffee on earth. I get to make it exactly how I want it. Who cares? I get caffeinated. That's all that matters. This one I think has cocoa powder in it. And I just think they're so cute. And that's why we use them. It doesn't hold a whole bunch. And so like if you did want, we have gone on picnics and stuff with these. If you do want to do that, then good on you. But you stack 2 of these up and like they're heavy. They're heavy. They're bulky. And unless you just want to bring like some strawberries and some yogurt, right? Like if that's all you want on your picnic, fine. But if you want actual food, this is not the way to go because they're just so bulky. But if you keep them in your house, you keep something cute and you keep some spice, some sugar, some instant coffee. That's where it's at. I really like these because the colors are fun. And that's really the whole, I think that's Hydro Flask's whole thing. They're cute. They're somewhat practical, but they're cute. They come in fun colors. They look kind of bubbly. Maybe they have a certain aesthetic about them, I would say. They're colorful, they're fun, they're bubbly, and that's nice. But if you have real needs, if you're a real man, you need something that's actually going to get the job done. And so go watch that other review I made. But for the Hydro Flasks, these are the only ones I'm keeping, I think. And as soon as I figure out which ones I can replace my kids' ones with, I'm going to be doing that. This just because it's a fun color, it's cute, and it has marginal practicality, right? Like I actually use this. This is just cute. I can find another jar. The instant coffee does not need to go in this, but I do like the color. It's a nice little pop of color to just have on a shelf. I love that. And then this, again, I'm only keeping it because I like the pattern. Hydro Flask is just really good at that. They're really good at that. Their bottles themselves, I just don't, the practicality is not there for me, so none of them are really in like day-to-day use except for this. I think out of all the bottles they make, ironically, this is the most gimmicky and the most practical, for me at least. So I'll be keeping that. Anything else, I'm going to go with the Owala because you can clean them easy. They're actually leak-proof. You can sip, you can chug, you can pour, all of that, which is extremely useful, especially if you have kids. Extremely. This is useful for you even if you don't have kids. But like if you're using water for anything other than just like sitting at home and drinking water, don't get a Hydro Flask. Get an Owala. Unless you're just trying to be cute, which is completely valid and I support 100%. But if you want some utility, get it. Well, Owala makes a whole bunch of colors too. And arguably, the colors are better. But I will say they don't make great colors for men. They have black and they have green. And then they have like 20 other colors that are a bit more soft. Maybe feminine centric. Right? Which is fine. Just not anything that I would probably like. My wife loves them. I've got my wife too. She loves them. Actually, to be fair, I've gotten my wife pretty much all of these Hydro Flasks here too. And so maybe one day I'll find something better than the Owala and I'll make a review on that. But for now, after about 7 years, really like dialed in, and maybe I would say somewhere close to 50 bottles later, this is what I'm going with. This and the free sip sway. And then the Hydro Flasks are just sprinkled in for cuteness. This clean canteen is awesome. I think I'm going to make a separate review on it, but for me, it's not the most practical because it's the same thing with like the Hydro Flask. You kind of have to untwist it to use it. But the gasket is right here and it is very easy to clean and it is super light. So I don't know, on a hike, on a walk, very nice to have. I actually think I have 2 of these. I stole one from my parents that's probably like 15 years old. And then I got this one recently. I think I'm going to return this one and keep the other one just because it's so it is so lightweight. It is so practical. It carries so much for its size that I think it's just foolish not to have one. Is it going to be my daily driver? Probably not, but I do like it. But anyways, yeah, that's what I think. That's what I'm keeping. That's what I'm getting rid of, which is pretty much everything. And I don't think I'm coming back to Hydro Flask. It's been a while. It's been 7 years, and I think I'm parting ways. They make a couple of things that are kind of cool. It is a fun little splash of color here and there, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing anything from them. Because also, just one last note. A lot of like dupes and a lot of other things, like you can get good quality stainless steel items that are durable, that are colorful for 2/3 the price, half the price. And so I'm not sure, other than just the brand factor of Hydro Flask, it's worth it anymore. There are other bottles that are the same price that offer more utility. And there are other bottles that are half the price that offered the same cuteness. So we'll see where they go as a brand. And I'll make another review if I find something better. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in to Dad's Deep Dives, and I'll see you in the next one.